From the growth of a flower to the growth of a worship leader. Obviously, they appear quite different, but if you get real close, you discover they are all too similar. As you know, they both begin with a gardener. Who is the gardener? He is where our purpose begins. He is wise and strong, like a father. He is close, intimate, tender, like a mother. All trust, security, life rests at his fingertips. Like a plant starts with a seed, a leader starts with an identity. Knowing who you are and believing that God planted you with a purpose. But as a delicate flower, your identity must be protected, pruned, cared for, rooted in the destiny God planned, or else it withers away and dies. Andy Parks shares his testimony and journey about how he met the Lord and the trials he went through that helped grow him into the leader he is today, cultivating the heart of a worship leader to know you more. It starts with a seed.
God captured my heart when I was a 17-year-old freshman in university.
As he grew into his identity, gifts of musical talents bloomed at his fingertips, and opportunities arose. But as the storms come, jealousy and frustration took over.
I thought, what? You've got to be kidding. The pastor asked me to lead worship. I drove myself pretty hard to prove myself.
Then it all began with a dream.
I once dreamt I was walking down a path arm in arm with a woman, a would-be mistress. As I observed myself in my dream, I thought, what? No restraint? You dummy, what are you doing? What about your wife? I woke up and asked the Lord what the dream meant. He said the mistress represented the alluring power of musical performance, self-aggrandizing performance. I never had a problem with running after another woman, but I have found fame to be a tantalizing temptation.
And now a door of intimacy was open. But first, repentance and humility was necessary. A.W. Tozer says that worship involves a humbling and delightful sense of admiring awe and astonished wonder. It is delightful to worship God, but it is also a humbling thing. And the man who has not been humbled in the presence of God will never be a worshiper of God at all. He may be a church member who keeps the rules and obeys the discipline, and who tithes and goes to conference, but he'll never be a worshiper unless he is deeply humbled. This began a paradigm shift for Parks, and should be for us all. When you truly humble yourself to the living God, you instantly become overwhelmed by His grace and love for who you are, not what you do.
Our first and foremost role in life is not as a worship leader, but as a child of God. His grace and my flaws just began to fuel my worship to my God.
Music, beauty, leadership, fame, those are not the big picture. Our value does not come from our ministry. Like a plant pulled from its roots, if we do not first hold on to the truth that we are first children of God, we too will wither away to nothingness. You and I are chosen.
Chosen. Ich bin auserwählt. Yo soy elegido. I am chosen. Bin auserwählt. Chosen.
Yo soy elegido.
My identity is not in what I do.
Not be defeated because of my own
Meine eigenen.
ideas or expectations of success.
Like a flower, ich wurde auserwählt. Planted. Nurtured.
I'm still growing.
Ich bin nicht perfekt. But God still sees me. But God still loves me. Ich wähle. I choose. To love. To praise. To worship. Mi Dios.
My God.
My God.
Mein Gott.
My God. My God. My God.
Mi Dios.
Because He is worthy of it all. Because I want to know Him more. Er hat mein Herz erobert.
porque Él ha capturado mi corazón.
Because He has captured my heart.